to play Sabai Ecoverse to make money. What's the point of the game? What is Sim Tycoon? And why did the development team choose this particular game genre? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the path that each player has to take in our Ecoverse. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to find out about the main news and new features before others. Hi everyone, my name is Ostap, and I'm the presenter who reveals to you the unique game world of Sabai Ecoverse. The world that the project team builds day after day with tireless effort to provide an unforgettable gaming experience for us. From the very beginning, Sabai Friends team faced the challenge to create not just a mobile and browser game like there are thousands of them, but to create an entirely new authentic project with its own concept, mission, and philosophy. And the more large-scale the idea, the greater the challenges and difficult questions to be solved, of course. And the very first question and the way to develop in the project was the choice of genre and the choice of format of the upcoming game. The market of play-to-earn games is now quite saturated with the genres of card games, RPGs, and auto battlers. We tried to find another genre that was both well-known and popular, and at the same time had few counterparts in the PTE market. The vision of the CEO project of Vadim Bukalov, Sabai Ecoverse, is a creative and inspiring project, and it simply can't be anything else. Therefore, the game genre must be meditative and reflect our whole philosophy. No destruction and fighting, creation and doing business, economics, making money, transforming the world, and only Eco principles. All of this fits the Sim Tycoon genre. When we get home from a stressful day at work, a difficult conversation, an exam, or traffic jams, or when we finally take our eyes off the red graphs in the bear crypto market, our body needs a break, a relaxing and entertaining time without fuss and stress. After all, the Sabai universe took its inspiration from the sunny land of smiles, Thailand. And in this country, you'll find yourself in a tropical paradise with the relaxing sound of the sea, cocktail in hand, the feeling of sand under your feet, and the bright glow of sunset on the horizon. And when we just take out our phone, open the game, we are immersed in the atmosphere of Sabai, a state of peace, tranquility, and inspiration. We're improving our island, building and developing our own resort business on it. And no matter where we are transported to the Ecoverse in a single moment, in which caring comes first. Caring for our personal well-being and the well-being of the planet. We learn the principles of eco management: reuse, refuse, recycle. We develop our resort going through all the necessary stages, from the idea and construction to full automation of the work and further scaling. We buy, rent, build, upgrade and monetize the resort infrastructure and employees, participate in unique events, interactive minigames, communicate with other people by joining in-game clans, play solo, or compete for the title of Best Resort in Ecoverse. Such business simulators allow us to pump up our skills, make decisions, and act even in the most rapidly changing conditions. In the game, it can be a large flow of tourists, natural events, or the mysterious inhabitants of the island. Besides, as we develop our resort, we learn the basics of business. And the goal of any business is to make the life of the customer better. And we will try to cope with this task, taking care of the needs of tourists coming to our island, as well as our staff. What is a game for us is a real life for Vadim Bukalov and his team, and they invite us into it, ready to share their experience and knowledge, opening up new opportunities for us. Once we learn how to manage real estate in the game, we will have a better understanding on how the real resort business works, which means we can easily move on to the real estate with the same platform tools and become a full owner of a fractional property or an entire apartment. Let's not forget that the main task of the project is to connect and transfer the existing business related to real estate to the game universe. And to implement this idea in RPG, card game or battler would be quite difficult. How closely Sabai Ecoverse is connected to the real world and how players can get their own apartments, you can learn from the video on our channel. The hint will appear here now. But first, let's look at what the Sim Tycoon genre is. Games of this genre are economic simulators. Similar ones are SimCity, Tropico, or Paradise Island. The main goal is to make the economic system you manage prosper. For example, SimCity. This is a classic city-building game, the first version of which was developed back in 1985. The project has not been released for a long time, as much as 4 years, since the game publishers were afraid of failing sales since the game had no action elements, which was unusual for the computer game market in the 1980s. However, the fears were not justified since the game has become a bestseller and the ancestor of the genre of city building. Another well-known example is Tropico. In this game, you can become the president of a small island state, and you have to hold on to that position to lead the island to prosperity by increasing the happiness of the citizens, and not forgetting to take care of your own life, saving whenever possible money in the Swiss bank account. There are also many different economic simulators, allowing you to manage your own film studio, zoo, restaurant, farm, transport company, game development company, and even Jurassic Park. The genre got a second breath at the time of popularization of mobile gaming. After all, the genre is perfectly suited to its portability to mobile platforms. On PCs or consoles, people most often wanted to spend time on long, multi-hour story blockbusters. But for a mobile phone, this genre was a godsend. And indeed, it turned out to be very convenient to manage your settlement and city on public transport or on the way to work. That's why there are so many bright representatives of this genre on mobile platforms. If you want to get to know it better, we recommend playing SimCity Build It. This is a modern version of the classic franchise, and also Paradise Island 2, which in spirit and atmosphere is very similar to Sabai Ecoverse and even has a similar tourist flow functionality. Or projects like Everdale, Heyday, and Hotel Empire Tycoon. Don't forget to share us in the comments what games you're playing right now. Are you a fan of the games of this genre or just discovering them for yourself? The Sabai Ecoverse project integrates the Sim Tycoon genre into Web 3.0, bringing it to blockchain, and most importantly, integrating real estate into it, so that we can get tangible rewards in the process of the game, like resort vacations, airline tickets, and so on, real profit, as well as passive income. The many game mechanics that are being developed will make the gameplay fun, so the time spent in the Ecoverse will pass with interest and excitement, and also with benefit and profit, so the most interesting things are ahead of us. And in order not to miss the latest news, events, and most importantly videos on this channel, subscribe to all of our social media and be sure to put notifications of publications. And your questions, requests, and suggestions you can leave in the comments. We love to get feedback from you. Thank you all and see you in the new videos.